Hey everyone, so as you can already see, I look kind of crazy. I feel like I start a lot of videos like this, but I have my base makeup done and my brows done so that we can play with this guy. Oh my god, that's upside down. I'm so excited about this. So this is going to be a review, first impression / tutorial. I got this today. I have to go to work soon, so we're going to keep this look a little bit more wearable. If you guys want a more out there, fun, colorful look, then make sure you give this video a thumbs up or comment down below. Yeah, I got it today, and well, actually I picked it up last night, but I was on my way to work, so I needed to play with this today before I went to work because oh my god, I'm so excited. So, this is the new Jeffree Star Cosmetics Blood Sugar Palette, and I have never ordered anything from Jeffree Star before, but this just spoke to me. The other eyeshadow palettes, they looked pretty, and I heard they were really good and whatnot, but they just did not speak to me the way this one did, and you will see why. Okay, so, firstly, I should probably tell you how much this palette costs. Okay guys, so this palette costs $52 American. And then with the conversion and whatnot, it was about $66 Canadian plus $10 shipping, and then I had $26 worth of duties on 2 palettes because I ordered one from a friend for a friend also. We'll say it costs about $85 probably for a singular palette. So, pretty expensive palette, I'm not gonna lie. So guys, this is actually a pressed pigment palette. So if you have seen the Urban Decay Electric palette, that is also a pressed pigment palette. And the reason being is because not all of the shadows, pigments, are eye safe, meaning it's not going to give you like a chemical burn or something like that, or it's not going to like ruin your eyelids or anything. The only thing is, and Jeffree stated this in his video, that the colors may stain your eyelids. So when you take them off, if you're putting a red shadow on, it might be red. So all Jeffree's cosmetics in his line are cruelty-free and vegan, and so let's get into this, okay? So this is the little cover it comes in. It's almost like a book cover, and then you take it out, and this is it, guys. So it's like a faux leather case. It has these little clasps on the bottom to open it, so it's nice and secure. And then on the back it has like his Instagram handles, shows you that it's cruelty free, his YouTube, and then on the back of the kind of book cover you get all the ingredients. You pop these little guys open. I do find this a little bit difficult to open. You get a huge mirror, sorry guys, I don't want to blind you, and then the Jeffree Star logo with his little cross. And this is the eyeshadow palette. I'm trying not to blind you right now. It is so pretty. So you get 18 eyeshadows. Apparently they are a little bit smaller than his other palettes. I don't have his other palettes to compare, so this is just going off like a first impression, me trying the brand for a first time. So you get a really good mix of colors. This bottom row speaks to me in multiple languages. It is so beautiful. Sorry, I'm blinding you guys here. So the first row is more neutral, so you get this bright white cream shade, some transition shades here, a deepening shade, a nice shimmery bronze shade. Then we move into more of the pink tones here, so you get a nice kind of shimmery, it's called Candy Floss, and that's honestly what it reminds me of. And then you go a little bit peachy, a bright pink shade, a more cool tone kind of gray taupe shade, a brighter purple shade, and then we get into the row that I really want to play with, but I'm not going to because I'm going to work, and we'll play with this tomorrow. So you get this bright, true red shade. It's not going to come up as true on camera. And then you get, it goes a little bit deeper, and then you get more of a burgundy shade, a shimmery metallic red shade, and then we kind of go a little bit more plum, and then the darkest purple. The pan sizes are really generous. Like, it's going to be hard for you to kind of hit pan on them. They are bigger than a MAC shadow. So let's swatch a couple of them. I'm not going to swatch all of them because I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos, but let's swatch some of them that just are speaking to me. So, of course, we're going to swatch Donor because, ooh, very, very creamy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's really freaking awkward. You can't even see that. How am I going to do this? Wow. So, this is Donor. Super, super pigmented. Beautiful, like gold, bronze, a little bit brown, coppery. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Okay, let's also swatch Candy Floss, which is this pink shimmery shade. Oh god. Let's also swatch the one beside it, which is Tongue Pop, and it's this matte kind of salmon-y color. Now, the Candy Floss one that I just rubbed my hand in, or my finger in, and the Donor one, I feel like I've already kind of messed up the star on them, but, you know, that's what you're supposed to use eyeshadow palettes, not just look at them, so. Ooh, very, very pretty and creamy. I really like that one. Okay, obviously we gotta swatch Prick. So this one actually has a little needle on it, and then Coma has a little medical sign on it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. It's just like a cute little touch that he added. I'm gonna run it into the other one and know me. Okay, so it was pigmented at the top, and then as I drug it down, it wasn't quite as pigmented. So let's just try and build that up. Oh, built up very easily. Not as in your face as I was expecting, but red shades are definitely really difficult, especially vegan red shades, because I know even Jeffree was saying in his video that it tends to use, red pigments are usually crushed up beetles. Kind of weird. So vegan red shades are very difficult. Let's swatch, we're going to swatch most of the bottom row. Cherry Soda. Much more pigmented right off the bat than the other one. Build it up just a little bit. Yeah, definitely a very true kind of cherry red shade. It's called Cherry Soda, so very fitting. Let's swatch Blood Sugar, because duh, that's what the palette's called. Let's swatch Cavity, because I know you guys want me to swatch that bright pink shade here. Wow. Very pigmented. And these don't have a lot of kickback or fallout so far. And then let's watch one more. I'm really feeling Cake Mix, which is the shade here. Wait, is it that shade? No, it's this shade. So this is a really nice transition shade. Okay, that was a pinky swatch, so that was kind of a fail. Yeah, really pretty shade. As you can see just from my arm, we have a very good mix of colors. I'm gonna take these off my arm. And you can see for the most part they came off really well, but the reason why it's called a pressed pigment palette and not all shades are recommended for your eyes is because you'll see that like the pink shades and the red shades do stain your arm a little bit, and it's not going to be permanent and last forever, but it's a warning that they have to put out just to be safe rather than sorry. Let's get into this makeup look. So like I said, something a little bit more neutral. I think we're going to use the more top row bronzy shades. I am going to first go in using the shade Sugarcane as well as Cake Mix, and I'm going to mix the two together and use this as our transition shade. I was watching Samantha Ravindal's video before this, and she was saying that she really likes to mix her transition shades just because it makes transitioning that much easier and like more of a gradient, and I feel the same way, so we're kind of using her methods today. So this shade, as you guys guessed it, is going to come up the highest. I'm taking it right into the inner corner as well. And honestly, these are blending out like nobody's business here. I'm also going to bring this just on the outer corner, and there's a whole lot of pigment there. Okay. So next going in with a little bit more of a warm brown shade. This is Ouch, and I'm going to put that more into the crease and on the outer corner as well, just to add a little bit more brown to the look. And it's really kind of doing the blending for me. There is a little bit of kickback in the eyeshadow palette right now, but I don't mind kickback because so far I have no fallout on my face. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in with our blending brush and blend out the edges there. I really don't have to do very much here. It's blending out so nicely. I have no harsh lines, no skipping. These are really, really nice, guys. So next, I am just going to use my finger for my lid shade. You could use a brush and some Fix Plus. I'm sure it would turn out really, really nicely then. But I left that upstairs, so, and I'm in my cubicle of bounce boards right now, so we're not going anywhere because last time, long story, I almost broke my laptop and camera and phone and all the makeup on the desk, so don't try and climb over the desk. So next, taking the shade Donor, which I swatched for you guys, and just using my finger, I'm going to apply this to the lid. I mean, if we wanted to do it in true Jeffree style, we could lick our finger because I've definitely seen him do that before. I love how orangey this shade is, but yet still very like wearable with the other shades in the palette because it brings out the blue in my eyes so much more. Like anybody with blue eyes that uses more orange tone shades on their eyes will really make them pop. Okay, so there is a little bit of fallout on my face after that, but like I said, it's also you wouldn't have as much if you used like a damp brush. Then I am going to go back in with the shade Ouch and just blend out those edges between the two shades. And then going in with the shade Intravenous, which is the darkest brown shade. It does look like it has a little bit of plum to it. And I'm going to pack this on the outer corner and in the outer part of our crease. And then I'm just going to go back in with our original blending brush and again blend out those edges. Like the edges of this are blending out so easily. I'm just going to line my upper lash line with the Marc Jacobs gel highliner pencil in the shade Brownie. So it's like a dark warm brown shade. I didn't want to add black to this look because I really like the warmth of it, and like I said, it kind of reminds me of like fire right now. Okay, I am going to apply my Queen Bee lashes by Coco Lashes, and I will be right back. Alright guys, so my lashes are on. I always forget how much I love these lashes. So we're gonna go in with blush, and I am trying to change up my base products a little bit more for you guys because I know I tend to get into a rut of wearing the same things all the time. So I'm gonna take the Tarte Blush Bazaar palette, and I'm going to take the shade Skillful and the shade Fortunate, so this peachy coral shade and the more orangey tone shade. I'm going to keep the more orangey shade on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into this shade. I've been liking doing this technique lately. So just smile, and I like to stamp it on. And then I'm going to go back in with the more rosy corally shade, Skillful, and mix it with a little bit of that orangey shade again, and just start to blend it back. Just very light stamping motions. And you can tell that just creates like a really nice blushed effect. And then we are going to go in with some highlight, and you guys, I just can't get away from this one. It matches so perfectly with these bronzy looks. And this is the Dose of Colors Desi x Katy Fuego highlighter. Oh god, blind. Sorry everyone. And I'm obsessed, and I can't stop using it. And I'm going to go invest in some new highlighters because I just can't stop using this and can't get it. I'm so sorry. So applying this on the high points of my face. Ooh. And then to my Cupid's bow. And as well, I'm just going to take some on my finger and put it on the inner corner of my eye. And we are going to finish up the lower lash line. So I'm going to mix our original two transition shades again, Sugarcane and Cake Mix, connecting it to the outer corner. And then going back in with Ouch, which is the more of the warm tone shade. Going to place that over top, bring it down just not quite as far. Okay, and then lastly, taking a flat brush in the shade Intravenous, which was the darkest shade that we use, darkest matte shade, and applying this directly to the lower lash line. And lastly for the eyes, I'm going to take that same Marc Jacobs pencil, and it is in that dark warm brown shade, and apply this to the lower lash line. It's not quite as harsh as the black. And lastly, we are going to do lips. So I think, you guys know I always do this and then change my mind and change my lip color. But I think we are going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink liquid lipstick in the shade Loyalist. Alright guys, so that is the completed look. I really love this makeup. I also think it's like with the color of the backdrop, it makes it look even prettier and just makes my eyes look so blue. So I am about this. I'm not about my hair right now, but so that completes this look today, guys. I love this makeup look. I think it looks like some smoky, fiery, beautiful. Oh my god. So quick little, well, you guys heard most of my first impressions. Quick little review right off the bat. Was pretty expensive. Have never tried anything from Jeffree Star Cosmetics before. Based off this palette, I definitely would. I think these blended out beautifully. The pigment is there. The shade range for this palette is beautiful. The packaging is amazing. Like, this is sturdy, heavy duty, and I really enjoyed it with the colors that I used. I am going to be doing a more fun colored look with this palette for sure because I want to test out how those work, but for the colors that I used, I absolutely love them and would recommend this palette. So that is my quick little review for you guys. So if you like this video, then be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos from me in the future, and we will see you all again very soon. Bye everyone.